These are the top 10 things you should be buying at Sam's Club this August 2025. And there's a huge selection of brand new deals for every corner of your home. We begin with a brand new DIY find, this cordless screwdriver from the Fantic brand at $40. It features USB-C charging, built-in LEDs, and 12 handy driver bits that are perfect for tackling all sorts of maintenance around the home. I was thrilled to discover this 2-pack of cooling pillows, now back from Nectar Mattress at $25. Not only did these feel soft in person, but if you were to buy a similar pillow from the same brand on Amazon, you'd be paying at least $85. This portable power station is brand new at $80 and includes an LCD screen plus a solar panel. It would be perfect for camping, road trips, or for anyone looking to keep USB-powered devices running during an emergency. In the number 2 spot, if you're excited for that fall weather ahead, this oversized heated throw at $35 with 5 heat settings would guarantee that extra level of coziness. It has a long power cord and is machine washable as a bonus. I've never before seen the so-called Cloud Lounge accent chair at $399 with a solid wood frame and supposedly simple assembly. I found this to be extremely comfortable in person and quite generously sized. To really kick things up a notch in terms of footprint, this oversized cozy chaise is back from last year at $699, but now in this new blue color. It's unbelievably soft, has 2 built-in cup holders, and could fit at least 3 people for the ultimate family movie night. At a more budget-friendly furniture price, this swivel chair at $192 is slightly smaller than prior accent chairs I've seen at Sam's before, with an easy-to-clean fabric and design that would look nice in an office. And as a highly versatile accent for any room of your home, this arch-standing mirror at $60 in 2 different colors has a pull-out stand and a sophisticated design I'd gladly welcome in any space. Point 3 starts off with a small appliance steal. This Iceman slushy machine that has just dropped in price to $200 until August 17th and is a competitor to the one from Ninja, which retails for over $100 more. If you need more of a commercial grade output for a huge number of people, I've never seen anything like this frozen beverage maker from the Margaritaville brand that's now reduced to $345. I do like the Willy Wonka-esque design, although that price is certainly not for me. I had to do a double take when I saw this air fryer from the Medea brand that typically makes air conditioners. It has a 7.8 quart capacity, viewing window, and interior light for $50. If you'd prefer more of a multi-cooker with air frying capabilities, this Cuisinart digital air fryer at $140 is a 14-in-1. I can't name more than 6 functions either myself or our entire kitchen appliance line is capable of, so I am intrigued and admire the space-saving vertical design. By the way, if you are enjoying this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up as that really helps my channel. In the number 4 spot, my kids will be over the moon to know that this 14-pack of cake pops exists at $19 as they look straight from a Starbucks without the Starbucks price at roughly $1.28 each. Also brand new, this 9-pack of cookie dough brownies immediately caught my eye at $11, and these are sublime. I question how a brilliant dessert creation has not existed before, making my life now feel complete. I'm unsure what holiday Sam's is celebrating unless it's Labor Day really early, but this 60-pack holiday cookie tray at $22 presents beautifully with a brand new Millionaire Shortcake flavor that I was most excited to sample. I don't know any millionaires, but maybe this is a cookie they would eat, and either way, it made me feel like $1,000,000 until I had 2 more and then just felt bloated. At this point, I took a consumption break and passed on trying this New York-style cheesecake, which is back from last year at $14.78. For something more bite-sized, this 63-pack of mini cheesecakes at $18.27 comes in a variety of flavors, including the strawberry swirl option, which was decadent and creamy. As a gluten-free dessert option, this 10-pack of churro caramel tamales at $7.47 boasts a microwave cook time of just 1 minute. They were worth the wait until I got home and provided ample time for me to rediscover my appetite. As a fun fall snack option, this s'more snack mix at $8.38 from the Fannie Mae brand is a highly memorable, terrifically textured find coated in milk chocolate that tasted delightful. Point 5 begins with a huge deal on a self-emptying RoboVac from the Bob Sweet brand that's now down to $279 until August 17th. Not only does this have a 100-day dustbin capacity, but if you were to buy a fewer featured model from the same brand at Walmart, it would cost you at least $350. This 2-pack of mini step cans from the Tremontina brand at $35 is made from a fingerprint-resistant stainless steel, and it's ready for an office or even a smaller kitchen. To keep your clothes clean or pet hair free, this 4-pack of Scotch lint rollers is reduced in price to $7.98 until August 17th. I love the modern pot designs that encase these 6-inch indoor tropicals at a very welcoming $16 price. Even for those without a green thumb, these are relatively easy to retain based on my experience. And with fall leaves overtaking many of our yards before we know it, these aluminum handle-equipped rakes from the Fiskars brand at $19.97 might make one of the more mundane tasks in your life feel a bit more bearable. Point 6 starts off with some strong Lego and Duplo deals given how expensive that brand can be, like these nicely equipped Bluey themed combos at $25 that my 3-year-old would love. And my 7-year-old has just recently got interested in the Lego Creator series, so at $23, she can now make 3 different styles of phones or a typewriter that to her are as extinct as dinosaurs, or at least from around that time period. For a more timely take on office organization, this 12-piece pegboard set at $20 is easy to mount on a wall with a variety of included accessories to better streamline your essentials. As one of the more unique home organizers that will actually grow on you, this houseplant companion at $9.98 is a fantastic idea, although some of the plants at my local store looked as though they were having a very stressful day at the office. Speaking of feeling tired and overwhelmed, this anti-fatigue comfort mat at $17 is something I swear by. This would be fantastic in a kitchen with an anti-skid base that's also water resistant to potentially relieve discomfort for your feet, legs, and possibly your back. For point 7, all that standing around may have increased your appetite, so this grilled chicken pesto panini at $7.92 per pound works out to around $12 per container with 4 generously sized portions and a pesto ranch sauce that certainly piqued my interest. These mini pork dumplings look delectable at $10.56, so I'll likely be picking up a bag or 2. If you'd prefer something more dense, and I mean that in a good way, this barbecue pork bao is new at $15, which gets you a dozen roasted pork, green onion, ginger, and garlic vessels with a barbecue sauce. From Asia to Italy, this bacon carbonara-filled ravioli at $10.56 sounds like an amazing concept incorporating 2 of my favorite things. And to complete my bacon kick, I wanted to briefly mention how good this 2.5-pound pack of Bacon Ranch chicken burgers looked at $15.97 with all of the toppings included. The very vibrant McDonald's color scheme certainly caught my eye on these grilled chicken quesadillas at $13, which are apparently ready in 1 minute when cooked in the microwave. These jalapeno mac and cheese bites at $9.96 look as though they'd be a smash hit at any party as a hand-passed appetizer, which can also be said of these jalapeno popper egg rolls, where you score 18 for $11.76. To enjoy the food you might find at a summer fair without having to wait in line, these fried pickle spears at $13 certainly resemble what I've tried on a stick with a southern-style coating. For more of a breakfast-oriented food find, this 16-pack of blueberry maple breakfast sausage at $12.44 kind of looked like a chocolate chip cookie in sausage form on the package, which kind of threw me off. Speaking of sweets, this tub of cinnamon honey butter at $6.48 looks dangerously delightful as the perfect accompaniment for your morning pancakes and hopefully similar to the one served at Texas Roadhouse. Plus, later on in this video, I'll feature another food find that blew my mind. In the number 8 spot, as further proof Sam's has fully moved on from the summer, this 3-pack of beautifully packaged fall candles at $25 smelled delicious and is something I picked up for my mom, who can never pass up an acorn or pumpkin-centric decor piece, which brings me to this trio of decorative pumpkins that are large and hand-painted with a gold stem at $50. If these were not on display out of the box, I would have likely criticized the price, but I actually found them to be gorgeous in person. These fall accent pillows at $17.94 encompass all of the elements you'd expect, including Halloween, which brings me to the spooky print lounge throws at $10.88, which are 60 inches by 70 inches in size. Perfect to cozy up with while you enjoy a romantic night watching Michael Myers. If zombies are more your thing, this 4-pack of slightly terrifying LED zombie hands at $35 certainly get the point across, with more than 80 different color schemes and a 5-foot outdoor safe power cord. If you'd prefer to spook up your yard, this 5.5-foot wide prismatic spider at $69.94 incorporates 120 LED lights to deter any unwanted visitors with arachnophobia. The most horrific of all the decorations I observed was this animated skeleton at $200. The scare factor for me was mostly the price, although it is 9 feet tall, so if you take your decor seriously, perhaps the price is worth it. And for something better suited for our younger children, this 26-inch pre-lit wreath at $39.97 embraces the less frightening side of the holiday with an illuminated boo in the center. For my next point, a feeling of relaxation overcame me as I encountered these men's active joggers at $14. Now don't get me wrong, I don't jog, but I would gladly lounge around in these with the double knit stretch fabric and multiple color options. At the same price, I love these men's fleeces with different locations printed on the front, and even if you haven't been to any of the destinations, you can look more well-traveled than you actually are. Nothing says fall quite like flannel, so these Eddie Bauer bargains for men at $15 explore some new color combos from last year. These men's Under Armour fleece crew sweaters at $30 have the logo right smack front and center under the collar, which is a relatively new thing to me, but well-timed for the new school year. I found these Men's Gap wash pocket tees to be decently priced at $13 and pleasant for those in need of shirt pockets, while these DKNY sweaters for guys at $16 look very high-end, and I definitely consider wearing one for a date night before revealing to my wife the amazing deal I got to really build the ambiance. From the same brand, but something more casual for women, these textured full zips at $18.96 come in 4 different color choices. If you play fall tennis from the brand synonymous with that sport, you can now buy some skorts at $15, although I expect these to be at an even lower price in the weeks to come. For travel, these ladies' jackets at $17 are something I finally understand based on the number of front and interior pockets, so you can store all sorts of important credit cards and documents without necessarily needing a purse or pouch. I thought the detail was phenomenal on these women's sweaters for $20 with some fun apple designs, or these ones that would be equally fun for the football fan in your household. As a lighter option for a cooler fall night, these women's cardigans appear to be very well priced at $18.64, while this women's sweater dress at $24.86 from the French Connection brand is a garment likely well suited for that unpredictable transition between summer and fall weather. I'm typically afraid to buy an entirely light-colored shoe based on personal experience, but these women's Adidas ones at $40 are something I expect to fly off store shelves based on both brand appeal and the lower price. For men, there's thankfully a black base and white stripe option that I would certainly consider for the same price. Before we get to the bonus section, if you're in the market for a massive 86-inch TV, this college football-ready 4K beauty at $698 reflects a $100 price drop until August 17th. For a smaller space or budget, this 75-inch Philips TV is now down to $469, although it is important to note that neither TV has the 120 Hz refresh rate a very dedicated sports fan might prefer. One of the least expensive soundbars you'll see outside of Black Friday is this one from Vizio at clearance pricing of $59.91, which should hopefully be the case at your local store as well. If your home or office is in need of some enhanced Wi-Fi stability, this mesh Wi-Fi system from TP-Link is down to $149 until August 29th. It covers up to 7,000 square feet, although if someone owns a house that large, they may not be watching my videos. I was intrigued by this home office lap desk at $24.87 for those of us who attempt to work from a bed or couch and then struggle to remain productive. And to help you recover after any physical activity, this heat and massage kit is now on clearance for $69.91 and 4 different tools that could be great for muscle and joint relief. Our bonus section begins with that bewildering food find I mentioned earlier, this fried pickle dip at $5.96. That's something I will be picking up as my wife's once pregnancy-related pickle cravings have developed into a lifelong obsession. As a bonus food find with some smoky kick, these salsa chicken bowls at $13.88 provide enough food for at least 2 people, while these teriyaki chicken bowls at the same price include an identical portion size already in 3 minutes. If you felt overwhelmed by the size and price of the Margaritaville blender I showcased earlier, this much cuter cordless alternative is $105 off and now down to $95 until August 17th. This 2-pack of Olay Invisible Sunscreen is apparently weightless, non-greasy, and now reduced to $32 until August 17th. If you have kids back at school in need of some supply replenishment, or for those of us who start closer to Labor Day, this 42-piece back-to-school set is at a lower $6.98 price until, you guessed it, August 17th. My heart skips several beats when confronted with the $600 price of this mini smart basketball hoop. I'm including this as a bonus for conversation purposes, as I don't understand who in their right mind would buy a net with an integrated tiny smart TV. If someone could enlighten me in the comments section, I would love some insight. For watching actual basketball games with hoops where a TV is not attached, these stadium seats at $25 could make any bleacher significantly more comfortable. Finally, if you're a fan of the potentially life-changing gourmet peanut brittle that I featured in the past, it's now back at $13. This footage of me eating it is from last year, as unfortunately I ate the whole container before I remembered to capture it on video this time around. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching. I love you. Bye-bye.